Say hi, Jack.
Hi, Jack.
Hey, this is Clay Bierman. Welcome back to the channel. So this is my third monthly update for my solar system.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not gonna waste your time, so let's just get right to the numbers, okay? So I go by the billing cycle for my electric bill. So my electric bill last month was from February 3rd to March 2nd. So that's 28 days. In those 28 days, this system generated 755.5 kilowatt hours of energy. Of those kilowatt hours, 471 were net metered, meaning they were kicked back into the grid because I was overproducing during the day. That 755.5 kilowatt hours, if you multiply that by 13 cents, which is what I calculate as the kilowatt hour cost that I both pay and receive for the kilowatt hours, that comes out to approximately $98.22. It's actually a conservative figure. If you figure in taxes and fees associated with your electricity costs, it would actually be a little bit higher of that per kilowatt hour, but that's just kind of what I calculate. Jack, come here. Get up, Jack, come here. During the month of February, I drove 805.5 miles on electricity in my Chevrolet Volt, which comes out to about 230 kilowatt hours that were consumed by the vehicle during the month. I figure that by calculating about 3.5 miles per kilowatt hour. Now, as it warms up and it gets more towards the summertime, summer temperatures, I'll probably calculate that using 4 kilowatt hours. 4 miles per kilowatt hour as the vehicle becomes more efficient when it's warmer. So let's get to my electric bill for the month. So not quite zeroing out yet, but it has been steadily declining. Sorry, it'd be, I think, from this way. The electric bill that for that period, those 28 days, came out to $77.53. So like I said, I'm not gonna waste your time. 755.5 kilowatt hours produced. That comes out to about $98.22 of money saved or produced, however you wanna look at it. It comes out to about $3.50 a day. Those are the numbers that you're concerned about. Let's go inside, check out my monitoring system and my solar journal. Really quick, one thing I've learned so far about solar panels and a solar PV system is that they're not really affected too much by temperature. The month of February was very cold. We had some negative, below zero weather. Temperature was mostly in the single digits to teens to low 20s. But the system produced more than it did in January. Why? Well, because it was sunny more in the month of February. So, and I'll show you in the graphs, the charts that show day by day production. Even though the temperature was, say, in the teens, the system still put out a lot of energy for that one day, even though it was very cold. So they're not really affected by the cold that much. In fact, I'm gonna guess they're probably more efficient in colder weather than they are when it's extremely hot, but we'll find out in the summertime. So this is the Enphase Enlighten monitoring system. So right now I'm on energy and my custom range up here at top. So you got February 3rd to March 2nd, 28 days. As you can see, that's what I generated during those 28 days. Pretty simple, right? It comes out to $98.22. Then we'll just kind of go down here to lifetime, 1.4 megawatt hours. That sounds really impressive. It's over 1,400 kilowatt hours essentially. The year, so far this year I've generated 1.3 because my system wasn't turned on until December 14th of 2020. So there weren't that many days in 2020. March so far, generated 169.9. The month of February, 720.1. And then just really quick, we'll just kind of go through some days so you can see what these graphs look like. And this is really interesting here to me at least, because for example, this is March 4th. So this is yesterday. Yesterday generated 38 kilowatt hours, okay? And you can kind of see here on this graph, it's showing you the by time. So as you run your mouse along here, the system started putting out energy at 7:15 approximately to 7:30, somewhere in there. And then as it gets sunnier, it ramps up, and then maybe some clouds roll in, and then it ramps up again, some clouds, ramps up, and then it only gets to its peak power at 1:45 too, because it was cloudy, a little bit cloudy yesterday. It was like partly cloudy. And then it ramps down and then kind of ends around 6:30 as the sun sets. So makes sense, right? So let's see what a perfectly sunny, so that day you can see it was a little bit cloudy. All right, March 3rd. So this is an example of a perfectly sunny day, no clouds, no interference. Around 7:15, 7:30, it starts putting out power, and then as it gets sunnier, the sun gets at a more direct angle, the panels produce more power, it revs up to 5.9 kilowatt hours in alternating current. All right, it's 8 kilowatt direct current system, but when it converts to alternating current, sorry, I can't talk, the max output is 5.9. All right, so let's say it's 5.9 from about 10:45 until 3 p.m. All right, and then as the sun, starts setting, the power drops off until it ends around 6:30, and then bam. Okay, but as you can see here, 46.1 kilowatt hours, that's a lot of energy. And you can do that each day. So March 2nd was another perfectly sunny day here. Then March 1st, you can see like, all right, sunny, perfectly sunny, and then clouds roll in. So it's just kind of, I don't know, to me it's just kind of interesting. February 28th, looks like it was cloudy at first, and it got sunny, and then clouds rolled in. And then we go to a day that's cloudy day, so as you can see the little weather symbol here was raining. And so the system still produced, but just not as much, right, because it was cloudy. Anyway, it's just a cool little thing. So let's move on to my solar journal. Just run some numbers. Month of February, I have it highlighted here. See, that's what we're talking about. So the electric bill that I had was $77.53. Why? Because my net usage was 447, meaning if you took all the energy I used minus the energy that I produced, put back in the grid, which is 471, it comes out to 447. Solar generator, I talked about that. And then if you divide that by 28, that comes out to 26.98 kilowatt hours per day, which is really good for the month of February in northern Indiana. Excess put back in grid, yep, money produced or saved. Think of it either way you want. Electric miles driven in my car, kilowatt hours that equates to that were used, and then was my fuel provided by solar. I put partially. Why? Even though it'd be 203 kilowatt hours and I generated 755.5, because if my car was charging at night when it wasn't sunny, I was pulling from the grid essentially. But when it was sunny and I had it plugged in and it was being powered by the sun, it was being powered by the sun exactly. So I just say partially because I don't know for sure. That's hard to tell. Hi, buddy. And the only way to like be able to tell what the real difference is if like I could go into a parallel universe and get the exact month of this house without solar attached and see how much energy it would have cost. I'm guessing it would have been close to $200. Why? Again, it was extremely cold, so our heater was running a lot, and especially at night. So that $753 compared to close to $200 electric bill, that's really good actually. Now I'm not zeroing out my electricity usage yet, but I'm getting there. It's dropping. That's really good for a winter time in a 1,500 square foot home. That's electric heat essentially. For a full month. That's my third monthly update for my solar system. I intend to do this every month in perpetuity. Thanks for watching if you made it this far, and I'll see you next month or when I decide to do another video on another topic. Cool. Bye.